Hey, you alright? How's it going? And welcome to a new video. It feels great to be back. I'm not posting nowhere near as regularly as I would like to. Work's been absolutely manic. For those that are new, I am an ex-British Army soldier, now a qualified mortgage advisor working in London in a suit, doing a completely different job to what I've ever done since I was 16 years old. So I'm just trying to get my head around it. But I'm getting there. Now there's some new changes coming to the channel. No longer in the military. I'm not really keeping up with it, so the channel will be changing. So today, that's why the title is about the Bank of England base rate and mortgages, and that's what we're looking to go into. We will keep the fitness stuff on the channel because I'm a qualified personal trainer and I absolutely love my fitness. But I'm thinking, let's talk about mortgages, let's talk about properties, and maybe actually get some house tours on the channel, which I think would be really cool. I work in London in a really good area with a really good company, and I'm not saying it will definitely happen, but I'm going to ask to see if I can get some property tours done, and we work with companies that do look after some really good properties, so hopefully that is a possibility and we can do that. But let's get into today's video. Click the subscription button, turn notifications on so you can stay updated with all things fitness, sort of finance and mortgages and properties. But the Bank of England's base rate has increased as of Thursday. I know it's Saturday now, but it went up by 0.5, so 0.5%. So a very large increase. It may not sound like a lot, but it is. Before that it was a 0.25, and it was a 0.25, and it's increased consecutively since September. And the Monetary Policy Committee meet every 6 weeks, and since September it has consecutively increased from 0.1 all the way up to 1.75 now. So that's why there's all this in the news with inflation and mortgages and the interest rates increasing, and people are shocked, and it's hard for people to get their head around because we had such low interest rates for such a long time. People don't actually remember when they were this high. I don't remember when they were this high, but you're talking in the 2000s, you know, easily 5-6%, early 90s, you're talking 10, 12, 13%. People over the last decade have been getting like 1.9s, 1.5s. You know, they've had 2 years and 5 year fixed deals on their mortgages at 1.5. They're now coming to remortgage, and it's been 2.6 when I first started a couple of months ago, now around 3.3 to 3.5 on their interest rates, and that's a massive increase in your monthly mortgage payments. So it's a big shock for people who did a 2 or 5 year fix 2 or 5 years ago, and they're coming to remortgage, and their monthly payments are increasing a lot, and it's only expected to increase even more, especially as the base rate has just increased by 0.5. A lot of lenders did anticipate this last week and started to increase their interest rates in the middle of last week and towards the end on Thursday, Friday. And I would expect them to increase again this week. So if you are looking to purchase a property or have an offer that's been accepted, I would be pushing your broker in to try and get an application in, because we do expect the lenders to once again follow. They followed 6 weeks ago when the base rate increased, and they've increased gradually over the last 6 weeks. Now it's increased again. It's very likely that they will follow. I'm not saying they will, but it's very likely that they will follow again with this 0.5. So we can see interest rates increasing again. So go and speak to a broker, go and see your broker, and tell them, look, you know, where are we at with this process? Do you have all the documentation? If you're looking at a property, here's my top tip. If you're thinking about purchasing a property, or you're about to put an offer in a property, your broker's most probably already asked you or should have, make sure you get all your documents collected. And if he's asked you and you're putting it off, do it. Because what we're seeing is people are putting offers in on properties, they're getting accepted, they still haven't collected all the documentation that the broker needs, and they're just not ready to put in the application that day. Because people are getting offers accepted and taking ages to get that 1 or 2 last little bits of documents. Next day interest rates increase, the broker has to rerun it, the deal's not there, interest rates have increased, so you're seeing an increase in your monthly payments. So you need to make sure you're on top of it. Your broker is pestering you for a reason because he needs your documents to submit applications and to give you a proper recommendation as well. Okay, so make sure you get them collected, get them handed in, so you can get your offer and your application in as quick as possible. So yeah, expect to see interest rates for mortgages start to increase over the next week or two. Bank of England base rate has increased, so they will more than likely follow. So be prepared. If you're about to put an application in, you're about to put an offer in a property, speak to your broker or a broker if you don't have one and say, look, what's going to happen? What do I need to do? Okay, so that's what my tip for the week is. It's just a nice short video to say it has increased, and this is what's more than likely going to happen. I'm quite new to all this mortgages stuff. I feel like I'm a very good broker already, but these videos will be coming and hopefully they will get better and better for you each week. But it's just a short introduction into what I'm going to be doing. This is all to curb inflation. We're looking like we're heading into a recession, so that's why the base rate is increasing, basically to try and stop people spending money, stop borrowing money. That's why they're going to do it. Whether they're going to go back down or not, I do not know. A lot of people are like holding out to buy a property. You know, there's talks that they're expecting the base rate to increase to 2.5% by next year. So if you're holding out towards the end of the year because you seem to think interest rates are going to go down, it's more than likely not going to happen, and you're waiting out for something that's not going to happen. So, you know, look for a property, speak to a broker, get their advice, and move from there. But expect, if you've got an offer in or you're about to submit an application, lenders are likely to start increasing interest rates again next week. It's a very fast moving market at the minute. Over the last few years, interest rates have stayed the same. You haven't had to worry about getting your application in so quickly, only for the sale of the property, or to get your purchase through quick enough so the sale doesn't fall through because of chains, etc. Now you have to be quick and fast because the market is constantly changing. Lenders are constantly changing their products. You know, you can speak to your broker on Monday, by Wednesday, Thursday, that interest rate's there. You know, it could not be there. And then you speak to them again on Friday, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, the week after, it's gone again, it's changed. That's how fast it is changing. So go and speak to a broker, get your documentation together, make sure you're on the ball, and best of luck. Let us know what you think of these videos, or what you want to see. Would you like to see more mortgages, properties, finance, anything? And I'll get a list together and I'll start collecting. I'll start making some decent videos for you, and we can move forward from there. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon.